Let's head out there and let's do this. Holy cow, there's something up here. What is this? Holy cow, it's frozen. Look how loose this stuff is. So dangerous. But it doesn't look like a design somebody just painted or drew there. Oh my God. I damn near lost my balance and fell into this bad boy. What do you think? Is that an arrowhead? Part of a bone. Which would actually make a pretty good shank. We made it back to the truck. You guys really think I'm gonna give up that easy? Come on. No vehicles. Ain't that a bitch? All right, we got quite a ways to go on dirt, so we're airing down the tires. I'm gonna try to get it down to about 20 to 25 PSI. And once we get to that pressure, we'll hit the road and proceed out there to the hike. All right, 21 PSI all the way around. Let's head out there and let's do this. Looks like the Mormon Well Road here may have just been graded, so that and with the 21 PSI tire pressure, we've got a fairly plush ride for a bumpy road here. We've got about at least 30 minutes to go until we get to the trailhead, and I'm not exactly sure where to park, so we're going to find something to provide us to get out there. But the hike itself shouldn't be too long, so we'll get toward the trailhead and we'll see you there. We're within a couple miles of the trailhead. We'll find a place to park up there. Definitely at the higher elevations here, probably closer to 7,000 feet, so it doesn't look like the desert anymore and the road's narrowing. See a lot more greenery up here, and it might be a month or so from now there's going to be some heavy snows up here. So great place to come in the wintertime. It's kind of a really cool trail ride up here when it's snowing, but where we're going, like I said, about 2 to 3 more miles, we'll find a place to park and begin the hike out to where this old cabin is supposed to be, and there's some mines as well. Coming up on the, this is Mormon Pass, elevation 6683, and Desert Pass Campground is just right up here. So I think where we need to go is actually close to this, so we might be able to park at the campground if there's no other parking place. But yeah, almost 7,000 feet up here, so there is considerable snow in the wintertime. And here's that campground. Yep, restrooms and stuff here, so. All right, just check GPS. Looks like it's 2 miles to the trailhead, so no, we will not be parking at the campground. That's an extra 2 miles we'd have to hike. But yeah, it's a public campground, kind of a cool place to come in the summertime. Cold as heck in the wintertime because there's a lot of snow here. So let's keep on going, get to the trailhead, and see if we can get to our destination. We're approaching the trailhead. It should be right up here, so I'm gonna try to find a place to park, and this might be it. Might be a place to park. If I don't find anything else, I'm going to come back here, but the trailhead is up here. All right, this is it. This is the trailhead. I'm going to park here. I don't see any reason why not. I don't like parking this close to the road, but I just don't see another option, unfortunately. So I'm going to park here. And hopefully the truck will be fine. It's a beautiful day here in the Desert National Wildlife Refuge. Saturday, what is it, December 7th or whatever it is? I didn't even check. But anyway, it's about 55 degrees here. We're deep in the mountains, almost 7,000 feet. It's within 20 miles where Veach disappeared, so it's still within the Veach universe. Really beautiful land up here. Hard to believe this is the deserts outside Las Vegas. We've parked the truck and we are going to start the hike. And I do kind of have a route mapped out. Other people parked here clearly, so, and done this hike at here, because I do see a trail, not too well worn, but I do see the trail. So I don't see any no parking signs. I don't see any anything else saying that we can't be here. It looks like there's a dirt hill and there may have been a road going out there one time, which is good news. We'll try to follow that. All right, all new video, all new adventure. I had never been out in this area, so I have no idea what to expect. As of right now, it does look like there was a road here at one time. So I don't know what we'll find along the road. You never know. I do see footprints, maybe some animal tracks as well. So clearly others have been out here. I'll follow the road to an extent, but where I'm going, we may have to go cross country because my goal is to get up and over these hills here. Getting a late start today. It is 10:30. It was a little bit longer drive than I expected coming out here, so I think we may have to exit the east entrance to Mormon Well. That might be closer. Seeing a lot of footprints here, so it is like many people have been here before, but so we're going is up and over these hills. I'm not sure where this road leads to. Like I said, I kind of wish we got an earlier start, but it's 10:30, and being the sun goes down around 4:30, it's fall here. Got about 6 hours of daylight. Should be plenty. And we're prepared for night ops if necessary. I don't have cold weather gear, so that's gonna suck if they do get caught out here at night. But we'll make it. I don't know if there's anything extreme out here. There may be some climbing, but I did just check GPS. We're going the right direction. Up here a little bit, there's a spring, and we look like an old campground or animal corral or something, so we'll check that out. Continue on to the peak up there and over towards this old cabin. If we're lucky, the whole day will be less than 5 miles, so it won't be brutal, hopefully, but so I'll make sure I'm back before dark is all. Kind of a fork in this old road here. I'm not sure if that's a road or just a turnout or something, but at any rate, GPS shows this way. Like I said, there's an old spring and possibly a campground, animal corral or something up here we'll check out. We're so remote, I've got 0 cell signal. I mean 0. So iPhone 15 I recently upgraded to does have the ability to send location, so I did try to send that to Woodchuck, but it's only one-way communication, I believe. Now, I've got the Garmin 66i GPS communicator. I did send my location to Woodchuck, letting him starting the hike, and he did reply saying that he'll be watching. So he should be tracking me on that, on the Garmin at least. And as far as I know, we're going the right way, so we'll just keep on going. I'm showing you this way, past this down tree. And we just barely started the hike, and the Desert frickin' Janitor strikes again. Party balloon. Desert Janitor. Why am I the Desert Janitor? I'm not the Desert Janitor. In fact, Ellie in Australia, once commented on one of my videos, said, hey, you're not the Desert Janitor. You don't need to be picking up every bit of trash you see. But we received so much backlash for not picking up these party balloons that if I see one, I try to pick it up. So I guess I am the frickin' Desert Janitor. At any rate, here's where we're going. Footprints, animal or people, I don't know. But I'm gonna follow them when I see something up here. Holy cow, there is something up here. What is this? What do we have here? This has got to be the Mormon Well Spring. I'm guessing this is an animal water trough. Okay, definitely this is the spring, but it's empty and dry, but this is the spring. Okay, some debris around here. I don't know what that is, maybe part of a basin or something. A lot of footprints here, bighorn sheep looking for a drink. There's a little bit of water here. Is it frozen? It is. Holy cow, it's frozen. Look at this. Let's break some of this ice so these animals can get a drink. Look at that. Frozen already. Too early in the year to be frozen, but it is. Well, hopefully that won't refreeze and the animals can get a drink. But it's kind of, they put these kind of wildlife feeders here for wildlife at these springs, freshwater springs, so the animals can get a drink. So, there are some other points I've got mapped out here, and then we've got to get up on top of this ridge line. So let me check the GPS and see where we need to go next. Surprising that's frozen because we're not the least bit cold. So right now we're bushwhacking, coming through the bushes, and somewhere around here there should be, like I said, it looks like an animal corral, a circle thing or something, and I'm not seeing it here. You know what? I do see something over there. So I guess we're going over there. It is an old animal corral. We'll see if there's any artifacts over there. Clearly people have been walking through here. So we'll come on over here. There's a piece of wood. And yeah, other people have come through bushwhacking here as well. So it's not just me. And
It's actually kind of unfortunate because people, they loot things, they destroy things, they don't leave it for others to enjoy. And any historical artifacts are either stolen or destroyed by people. And that's one of the main reasons I don't give out locations in these videos. Sorry, I know you want to follow along on Google Earth. I'd love to show you. And the vast majority of folks are good out there, but for those who don't care, who just want to come out here and destroy things or not respect these historical artifacts, I do my best to keep them a secret. So I don't know what else is out here. I do see kind of a semblance of an animal corral. There's no can right there. And I'm guessing this is an animal corral, so we're just coming up here and check this out. Yeah, look at this. All right, big open area. I did see this on Google Earth. I don't know what else is out here. Here's some lumber here. But this circle looks like this may have been an animal corral. I don't think there's anything else out here, but clearly this was a settlement. Another can. I guess I'll walk down there and just take a peek, and then we'll come back. Ouch! Something spiny here in my pants. Okay. We'll come up back here, go around, so where we need to go is up on top of this hill here. It doesn't look like that far, which is good. But I do want to come down here a little bit, so I see a little bit of rusty metal debris and see if there's anything around here. I don't think there is. Kind of a nice flat area here, but the amount of footprints, there's been lots of people here, and it's so easy to get to, obviously. So we specialize in extreme remote places where nobody's been. So far I'm not seeing anything. But it is a perfectly flat area. It would probably be really good for camping. This might even be a campfire over here. Yeah, it is a campfire. So someone had the idea and camped here. So yeah, I mean, it's legal too. You can park your vehicle where I did and, pack your gear out here and camp if you were so inclined. It's very remote. But that hill here, or that direction generally, is where we need to go. And I don't know how bad of a climb we've got or how much brush there's going to be, so I'll have to get up here as quickly as possible. Like I said, it's 11 a.m. now. So we got 5.5 hours of daylight. It's probably better to be a summer hike up here, but it is what it is, and we're here, so I'm going to get as far as I can up there. I don't think there's anything else out here. I knew there's an animal corral and that spring, but as far as I know, that's all there is. That's all I have mapped out in this general area. But it did look like on Google Earth some other things, so I don't think it's like a cabin or a mine or anything out here. It's just this animal corral. It's really the only structure out here. They gotta go back this way. That spring in this animal corral, clearly folks back in the day would bring their horses up here and camp, but any evidence of a structure is not here anymore. So we got to go through the bushes up that hill. I'm not seeing a path or trail, which means we're bushwhacking, and that's fine. Okay, just check GPS. The summit we need to go to is about half a mile this way, and from there it should be all downhill and hopefully not much brush like this. And if that's the case, we'll be set, we'll be fine. If it is a lot of thick brush or rugged terrain, then it's gonna be slow going, and that's gonna kind of suck. We have something up here as well. What is this? Some cement structures. I remember seeing these on Google Earth. I'm guessing feed troughs. Well, there's a path leading to this animal corral. People just probably walked out here, but I don't see anything out here per se. So I'll just show you right quick. This is it. It's just an animal corral. Just kind of showing you this. And obviously it's very old. It's a concrete trough or something here. Could have been part of a shelter, but no, I see a pipe, maybe it's spring-fed trough for the animals. Looks like another one over here. All right. Okay. Snakes should not be an issue. Should not be an issue because it's cold for them. Obviously, the ground was frozen. I'm just gonna start going up. If I see a well-worn path the entire way out there, I'll be disappointed because that means plenty of other people have been out here. And it's unlikely to find anything really cool someplace where there have been lots of other people. Something's up here. What do we have here? Another trough, water trough. All right. Water source here. I do have my life straw just in case, but this is not frozen. I saw some birds here. Plants are growing there. I'm not sure what kind of wildlife would be inside here, but obviously a place for animals to come drink. So yeah, in an emergency, we could use a life straw here. I've got to find a way up here, and I think that might be it. Got to get up to this peak. Unfortunately, I'm not the only one with access to Google Earth, so other people can freely do their recons, piece of rebar here, do their recons and check out Google Earth. It looks like it might be a little rugged going up there, so I don't know if I want to go that way, but I think this might be the best way, so I'm going to try it. Anyway, people can do their Google Earth recons and see the same things I'm seeing and drive out here like I am. No law against it, anybody can do it, but my gosh, look at this thick brush. And I didn't even put bug repellent on today. I'm just hoping it's too cold for critters and insects because I'm getting dirty out here. My gosh. Oh my gosh, the pollen in my nose is gonna kill me tonight. Okay. Which way do I want to go? Which way is easiest? I guess I could have come that way and avoid all this freaking brush. Maybe this way. All right, I don't like climbing this because look how loose this stuff is. So dangerous. So dangerous. Okay, let's give it a shot. Hopefully we won't fall. Okay. Now, I know what you're saying, use a chest cam, but you know what? I am using all my 4 hands, so we're fine. I'm gonna try to go this way. And we made it. Okay. That's kind of a rugged climb, making sure there's no dust on the camera lens. Okay, let's keep going. It's steep. Just means we'll reach the summit faster. Oh, okay. Not sure if it's people or animal making this path. All right. Okay. Oh, almost the summit. Quick rest in place. There's an Animal Corral. Catch my breath. Got the Garmin boots on. These have been great so far. And they're even better for this really rough, rocky terrain. It's cold. Definitely not t-shirt and jeans weather. I can feel the wind chill on my face, but I'm moving a lot, so I'm not really cold. I'm perfectly fine. For you to stay out here tonight, well, I could probably make it back to the truck from here, but it would suck to stay out here because it just get really cold. I don't know, we'd have to find a way to build shelter or something. I do have means to make a fire if I had to. I do have a survival blanket, but I'm gonna try to do my best not to have to sleep out here tonight. Okay. We start these hikes, we're always out of breath. And then we get in the zone, it's like, yeah, no big deal. So we did just start, and we are climbing a steep hill. And for those of you that say, I'm out of shape or need oxygen, you know what? You come to 7,000 feet wearing 30 pounds of gear and see how out of shape you are. It's easy to talk trash behind a computer screen or a phone screen or whatever, but these hikes can be strenuous. Okay, beautiful. That is the Sheep Range Mountains where Kenny Veach disappeared, in case you're wondering. And while it is highly unlikely he came all the way out here, you never know. So if it's within 20 miles of where his phone was last found, I'll check everything. Let's keep on going. We're almost to the top, and if we're lucky, we'll get up there and it'll be easy going all the way down to the base where these old cabin and mine are. All right, almost there. Just took a look at the GPS topographical map, and based on what I've seen, this is the easy way up. The other side should be actually steeper. So I'm not gonna promise we're going all the way there. I just will promise we're gonna get to the top of this hill and see what the terrain looks like. It may be impassable. And if that's the case, we'll have to come back another time from the different direction. But for right now, this appears to be the easy way. And indeed it is. But like I said, I just want to get to the summit and up there and see how the terrain looks going all the way down to the this old cabin thing that's down there and a couple of mine shafts. See if it's doable. Definitely high elevation. On the clock, 30 minutes, 0.69 miles, 334 foot elevation gain, and 126 beats per minute heart rate. So let's keep on going. We're probably between 7,000 and 8,000 feet elevation right now. It looks so easy on Google Earth. Just a hop, skip, and a jump. Easy mile and a half. Well, we've got to go up and over here. No easy day. Once we get to the top of that peak, like I said, it'll be all downhill. So the only variable is I don't know what the terrain looks like. So we're gonna have to get to the top and see if it's steeper, if as long as there's not a lot of brush, it might be okay. But we'll see. I'm working up a sweat. It's been a rough week. My phone actually crapped out. Fortunately, Apple was nice enough to replace it with a brand new one. So getting it set up and everything this week, some other personal business I had to take care of in addition to my normal job, with just a lot of stuff to do. So a couple of days I didn't do my normal 2-mile run in the morning. So it's important to keep in shape for these hikes because you could see what a physical endurance challenge these hikes are. You ever heard the saying, body in motion stays in motion, body rest stays in rest? Well, that's why I try to keep in shape, because these hikes are no joke. They may look easy, but I can assure you they're hard. I'm sweating. My legs are getting a little tired, but I'm not even in the zone yet. Once I'm in the zone, it's like you're a machine. You're just kind of truck right over this stuff, no problem. This isn't an issue. See, we get a straight rocky shot up to the top over there. And then we'll check GPS and see the actual distance we need to go after that. Now, I know for a fact there are some mines and at least a foundation of an old cabin out there. I've seen them on that other YouTuber's video. I've seen them on Google Earth. Well, the question is, how hard are they to get to from this angle as opposed to coming in the other direction out there? Time will tell. This is a little weird. It's natural, probably caused by water, but it doesn't look like a design somebody just painted or drew there. You see this in rocks every now and then. It just doesn't look natural, but it is. I try to keep my eyes open because sometimes these rocks you may see petroglyphs from the ancient people who used to live out here. It's like cave painting kind of stuff, except it's on rocks. And it could be anywhere out here. But you know, our hikes, we specialize in going to places where nobody else goes to. So back by that spring, obviously there's a lot of traffic, animal and people. But up here, I'm not so sure how many people come up here. I think we're one of the few crazy enough to come this far out. Just check GPS. We're 1.42 miles from our destination, where the mine is. So that's not a long ways. We've done some extreme hikes before, but we just started, and it's always tiring when you first start these hikes. So the way my legs feel, I'm not going to promise anybody anything, but I'm going to do my best to get out there. We're very close to the summit, and then from there it's going to be less than 1.5 miles to our actual final destination. So like I said, we'll get to the summit, see how the terrain is from there, and just take this adventure one step at a time. Appreciate you watching these videos. Your channel support really helps. I love when you subscribe, so please subscribe to the videos. It helps a lot. Hit the like button, like down there, and like and subscribing will increase the channel's popularity. And when you do that, more people get to see them. The more subscribers, likes I get, the more likely I am to make more videos. So if you like the videos, they're free to watch. Just like and subscribe. That's all I ask. It helps me, and it makes these hikes worthwhile. So let's face it, I'm out here. It's difficult and grueling. So all I ask is a like and subscribe. And I love your comments. I do these hikes as if you were standing right next to me. And I want you to see in high definition what I see and hear what I have to say, so you get the full experience. And because you are an active participant in these adventures, I do value your comments. Oh my God, I damn near lost my balance and fell into this bad boy. Holy cow. I like your comments. And if you see something I don't, please mention the comments. I try to reply to everybody. And every now and then we get a jerk that needs to be blocked that says rude things, but most of the comments generally are positive, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's support. So keep them coming. These are your adventures as well as mine. Okay, on the clock, 1 mile, 1.4 miles, almost 600 foot elevation gain, heart rate to 141 beats per minute, 45 minutes. We just about reached the summit. I'm almost in the zone where I'm not as winded, and my legs are not as weak and jelly-like. My blood's flowing. I feel stronger than I did when I started. Now keep in mind, I was sitting in the truck for 1.5 hours on dirt and 30 minutes on pavement. So damn near 2 hours just sitting in the truck before I came here. And almost looks like an arrowhead or something, doesn't it? What do you think? Is that an arrowhead? It keeps falling out of my hand. It's not an arrowhead, but it looks carved. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I just see no reason to keep it. But I will put on the rock right here. Right there. I don't know if that's natural or not. It probably is. Arrowhead's usually more defined. All right, so this is the summit, and it's a high point we had mapped out on Google Earth that overlooks the entire valley. Now, down there at the lowest part of the valley is the highway. And down here, where there's a mine, cabin, and some other stuff. So what I need to do is take a look and see what it takes to get down there, how steep it is. Because keep in mind, whenever I get myself into, I've got to get myself out of. So I looked on the Google Earth Recon and plan to kind of come down on the ridge line, which I think is this ridge line over here, and just follow that right down instead of going deep in the valley. So I'm gonna check GPS, and I think right over there might be the summit, and they just follow the ridge line down. I'm not sure, but I'll check GPS to verify that. And 11:30, I'm probably gonna go for it. We will have to have lunch out here, I'm pretty sure. Breakfast skillet is what's on tap, freeze-dried food as always. But yeah, we made at least the summit, and down there's Well Spring, so I'll check GPS, see what it's gonna take to get down there. Thought it was this ridge line, but it's actually, there's gotta be a ridge line over here because where we're going is straight out that way. So the actual summit point that I have mapped is right over here, and there should be a ridge line up here somewhere that I can hopefully get on top of and follow it all the way down, so we don't have to go down these steep cliffs. These hikes are all about finding the easiest way down, just checking the terrain, following the terrain. It's a little hard to see because there's so much brush here. So we're just going to have to meander our way through this brush, down a little bit, this direction, to slight uphill incline. So we're not specifically at the highest point yet, but this is about the highest point. So we've got to come a little further out here and just look for a path down. So I'm not going to bush crash all the way down and have to climb up through that thick brush on the way back up here. Okay, should be somewhere around here. Just trying to get to a place where I could see a good vantage point and see the terrain and what it takes to get down here. Okay, we're looking for an easy way down. If you see anything, let me know and I'll go that way. Well, obviously you can't tell me because I've already done this, but oh man, okay. Watching cactus like this. Okay. Looking around. Like I said, I'm pretty sure somewhere down there is where we need to go. That's where there's a mine and a cabin. I may see a tailings pile out there, way out there. It's pointless to pull the binoculars if we can't get down there. But I do know that somehow, way off in the distance, see those mountains, somewhere between here and that big mountain range out there is a highway. And there is an entrance to the highway over there. There might be a little bit of a hike, but it's a relatively easy way to get in. We just chose to come this way, so we could do a little bit of a hike and just something different. But if I can't get down there, then yeah, we're gonna have to continue this another time. I mean, I can get down there, but with 6 hours of daylight left, I don't want to get myself in a difficult situation. So Just looking around, maybe over there, leading down. Yeah, you know what? Might be able to do that. I might be able to come down right over there, go down that way. In fact, I think that is the way we have to go. Well, I can at least venture over there and go down a little bit and see how steep it is. If it's not that bad. If I can get to this level right down here, I think we're close enough I can get to the rest of the way to the valley. I think. I don't want to walk all the way over there and follow that ridge line down because that looks like that does kind of go all the way down. I'm just trying to, like I said, follow the terrain. I think right over here and follow it right down there, and that might be our best bet. Let me check GPS and then we'll meander over there and see if that's doable. It's real iffy. I mean, yes, I can do it, but with the sunset at 4:30ish today, colder winter time, and a late start, the question is, should I do it? I'm seeing a lot of really steep hills. This is much steeper than I thought. I mean, yeah, I can do it. It's definitely doable. The only question is, should I? I'm getting a little hungry. Didn't have a lot of breakfast today. I had like a bowl of cereal. I wasn't that hungry this morning. But it's always good to get plenty of rest and a really good breakfast before you come out here and do something like this. Make sure you keep the energy up. Shoot. I mean, it's definitely doable. I just don't know if I'm going to start something and get myself into something that might take significant effort to get out of. Because climbing this is going to be a bitch. If it was like 9 a.m. and I just ate, I'd say no problem, let's do it. But it's lunchtime and quarter to 12 already. The distance itself isn't long, it's just this frickin' rugged terrain is what it is. And having to come back up it too. Loose rocks. I mean, like I said, distance isn't an issue. 1.22 miles to get out there. It's that direction, 1.22 miles. So, I mean, it's not that far. The problem is the terrain. It's just really tough. I'm going to get to this rock right here and decide if I'm going to keep going or not. As you can see, it's very rocky here, easy to fall and slip. And it's just slow going and tricky. Thing is, we do have to come up this, which, like I said, isn't that big a deal. It's just very slow going and all right, this little plateau here. Four hours. 4 hours. 5 hours. 5 hours until sundown. Do I want to go back? Or do I want to continue on? All right, folks. I'm going to call it, unfortunately. By my calculations, if I hike for one more hour and then come back, that's we've been hiking on the clock an hour already. That means 2 hours to get back, which means it would be 2 p.m. And by the time we get the truck, get back to where we need to go, it's going to be close to 4. and that is a best case scenario. Worst case scenario, looking at 5 or 6. Now, that's assuming we can get down there in an hour. I don't think we can it may take us an hour to get down there, but it's rough going, and there's a very real chance we would be caught out here at night. We just started too late is all it is. So I'm gonna call it, and we're gonna have to plan a second trip to come in through the other side over there. But what I think I'm gonna do right now is use this spot to have lunch and eat our freeze-dried food, and then begin the hike back to the truck. Yeah, flies. All right, so we are gonna turn back, but I just stopped real quick to eat lunch, breakfast skillet, put some water in there, eating cold, which is fine with me. CRKT eating tool, great tool to have. And like I said, I could eat this and head down there. I just don't think there's enough time in the day. This is much more remote than I thought it was. So we're gonna have to make this a 2-part video. And you know, like I said, we can make it and come back after dark, but that's just kind of pushing it. So we're just gonna eat lunch and head back. All right, I'm as disappointed as you. Is it doable? Absolutely. There's a hawk flying over there. Whether he's landing or something. Not unusual to see out here. Yeah, land on a tree. Not unusual to see out here. Like I said, is it doable? Absolutely, I do think it is. Too many variables though. I can get down there, but getting up's gonna be a bitch. It's chilly now. It's gonna get a lot colder at night, a lot colder. And there's a very real chance we get caught out there after sundown. Once we get down towards the valley, I don't know if we're dealing with sheer cliffs, and if we are, it's entirely possible we have to go down or through here, up all the way over there. It's just too many variables and unknowns. If it was like 9 a.m., I'd say, yeah, let's do it, but it's not 9 a.m., it is 12:15. And it took us 2 hours to get out here, which means it'll take us 2 hours to get home on dirt. So I'm going to have to call it and, you know, start heading back. But don't worry, because I do know of a way to get in there. I don't know if I could drive all the way to this cabin, but I can definitely drive to a certain point and hike to it fairly easily. Other people have done it, so I know it's doable. I don't expect to see anything spectacular out there since other people have been out there before. I did do a quick binocular recon. I see a tailings pile out there. I don't know if you can see that light colored dirt out there. Kind of, well, where my finger's pointing. But there are a couple of mines out there. I don't think they go in very far, but there are some mines out there. And like I said, we got started too late in the day. And it's more remote than I thought it was. I didn't think it would take us 2 flipping hours to get out here, but it did. And it was kind of a rough climb coming out here. And we stopped to see the Animal Corral. We filmed another side video out there. So yeah, we should have got out here earlier. But if we got here at 9 a.m., I would feel comfortable doing this, especially if it was the summertime where the days were longer. But being the fall, where the sun goes down at 4:30 and it gets very cold at night, I'm going to call it. So let's head back. Let's begin this hike back. Now, it's not a huge deal. My legs feel much better. I just had breakfast skillet for lunch and a couple of like bran muffins, little mini bran muffins, which really hit the spot. I was hungry. And I've got energy. This isn't a big deal climbing up here, but keep in mind, we would have had to do this coming back. And not just this short section at the top, but all the way from down there. So it's very strenuous. And as always, we are alone on these hikes. So I push my limits, but I don't overdo it. See, this we would have to do for a good 1.5 miles. And that's why we're calling it. Okay. See, no big deal. Just climbing up these rocks. We're almost at the top. I just don't want to climb it there for a freaking mile. Oh, it's more strenuous than it looks, believe me. All right, folks, that's it. We made it back to the summit. Higher ground, high elevation. On the clock, 1.36 miles. Almost 700 foot elevation gain. I'm as disappointed as you are that we didn't go all the way, but we did see some cool things. We just got to go down the hill there to the truck. Being the long drive home through those mountains, through these sheep range mountains that are so fast. We're just traversing our way back down the hill. Of course, it's much easier coming back down after eating lunch, and we've got gravity on our side helping us get down here. Not a big deal. Not seeing a whole lot of signs of civilization out here. There are a lot of animals, and with this many trees, I would expect there to be. Birds mostly, but I'm sure there's other animals too, just can't see them. They do a good job hiding. Sort of meandering in the general direction where the truck is. Should be there shortly. It's about, I checked the GPS, it's just over half a mile, but it's a rough half a mile over this terrain, which I didn't count on. And yes, I did look at a topographical map, but you really can't get an idea of how rough the terrain is till you come out here in person. And the terrain is very rough, as you can see. Was the Apple Watch, of course. Evidently, I've achieved my exercise goal for the day. We used to do that, like quadruple that on one of our long range hikes, but this is kind of a long range hike. It just, unfortunately, the day isn't long enough to accommodate. Kind of meandering the side of this hill right here. I think we were up there when we kind of came down, but we're kind of going where we need to go. I think this is the general direction where the truck was. Hard to believe that this is right outside the desert of Las Vegas, isn't it? A lot of mountains out here. All right. Sharp stuff there, sharp stuff there. So I'm going to go an easier way if I can. And I just don't see it, so we're going to have to, well, I just don't want to risk slipping into one of those sharp bushes or whatnot. Let's keep going. I was just going to check the GPS, but then I spotted that Animal Corral we saw on the way in down there, so I know we're on the right track. I don't know if you can see it down there, but it's right about there somewhere, I guess. So yeah, it's in the middle of a meadow. And I thought this was all flat area. On Google Earth, obviously everything was flat, but I didn't realize it was on top of a hill. I didn't realize how rugged terrain this was. And believe me, I usually do 3D view of Google Earth and get a good idea of how rugged the terrain is. And I knew it was kind of a climb coming up here. I just didn't realize it was such a climb going back the other way. Should have taken that into consideration. But at any rate, like I said, you will see what's out there because I'll just head out the other way. I'll have to make another video for that. Well, looks like I'll just meander the side of this hill all the way down there. I wonder if I should go in this valley and just take the valley down there instead of the mountain that we climbed up. That might actually be best. And there could be something in the valley, you never know. It's right down there somewhere. I think that's what we're gonna do. But these rugged rocks are a challenge to walk on. Almost looks like some semblance of a trail here, but I don't see people's footprints. All right, just looking around. Just never know what's gonna happen or what you're gonna find on these hikes. Making progress down this massive hill. I'm gonna try to get to the bottom of the valley and just follow it all the way out. It looks like it leads right to the Animal Corral. Just really steep getting down there. Okay. I know you guys like these edge of your seat climbs or ascents down hills, and this is no exception. Oh, I don't want to fall. I almost fell. I'm trying to watch where I step because there's nothing but loose rocks here. Oh my gosh. That's why you wear a climbing helmet in case you hit your noggin, which I'm going to try not to do. Boonie hat's great for sun, but not so great if you hit it. All right. Just trying to be careful coming down this hill. I see something up there, something colorful. It could be trash. It's probably trash, but anyway, we'll be down there soon enough to see what it is. Hope it's not a party balloon. Okay. All right. We're here in the valley. Now, we just simply need to follow this all the way out. Of course, this is made by flowing water over the years. Somewhere up here, I saw some color, something, piece of trash or something. There it is. What is it? Plastic party balloon. Effing party balloon. Desert Janitor strikes again. Desert frickin' Janitor. Oh, look at that. All right, well, in the cargo pocket to you. Second party balloon of the day. I guess I am the damn Desert Janitor. Sorry, Ellie, I am the Desert Janitor. I guess so. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Well, these are a good deed for the day, huh? These hikes sometimes could be boring. Sometimes they could be exciting. Sometimes we find exciting things, sometimes we find nothing. You just never know. Nothing in life is guaranteed, and certainly not these hikes, so you just gotta come right out and boots on the ground and see what you find. Just like Kenny Veach used to. Well, this kind of wash is much easier going than that hillside was. Remember I said in previous videos, if there's any trash in the wash, it kind of flows down from above, so that's evidence that people are around. But I'm not seeing trash in that party balloon, which has clearly been here a while. Drifted out here. Pine tree, pine cones, any pinion nuts here? I don't see any pinion nuts. Kenny Veach used to be fond of those pinion nuts. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just kind of meandering, following this wash all the way down towards that Animal Corral. And I know the truck isn't far from there. I just wasn't planning on there being such a big climb to get to where we need to go. And like I said, the only reason we're turning back is the interest of time. I can be caught out here at night, I can, but I've got some things to do this evening, so I don't want to get back super late. There's something. An old can, sardine can maybe? Evidence of life. Somebody's been here. What else can we find out here? Just go to show you, deep in the desert, high up on a mountain in the forest, far, far from civilization, there's still evidence of civilization. You just never know what you find out here. Here's a bone. Part of a bone, which would actually make a pretty good shank in a pinch. Look at that. Handle, what do you think? Should I keep it? It's a good weapon. Hand grip. It's strong. Tempted to keep it. Well, for now, maybe I'll keep it. Why not? I think it'd be kind of a cool looking weapon. Whoop. Not as strong as I thought it was. I tried to bend it and it broke, so. Still could be a good weapon, but I'm not gonna take an old bone with me. I'm not Kenny Veach. So the tip just broke right off. So it stays where it was. Hell, for all I know, that could have been part of Kenny, but I kind of doubt it. Meander through the trees. And keep going. All right, here's some pellets. Might be from a deer. If you remember in our last video, we came across a big pile of deer pellets, and not long after that, there were 2 large deer, a huge buck and a doe, and that was deep in the mountains. A few miles from here, but still deep in the mountains, so it's very possible to run into something out here. You never know. It's weird. It's almost like there's a trail or path through here. I'm going to stop short of calling this a road, but it could very well be a road. An old ancient road up and over to Warm Springs. It's entirely possible. So clearly we took the hard way up over the mountain over there, when the easy way is right here, because there's an animal corral. And it's almost like there's a road or a trail right to it. Here's another can. Rusty can. Opened via knife, it looks like. Somebody didn't have a church key. I don't see anything down there. Obviously, there's an animal corral. I'm just looking for signs of civilization. But yeah, at the very least, it could have been an old horse road. See, there's an animal corral. Another can, rusty can, another rusty can over here. I'm not seeing anything else out here so far. These are either a people footprint or animal, or maybe both. Another can down there. I'm not seeing other signs of civilization. What do you think? Because I know you guys are going to ask. I did just walk around this animal corral, see if there's anything in here. I'm not seeing anything. It's all overgrown brush. Nothing at all inside here that I can see. I mean, people have been in here walking around, obviously. But I don't see anything, no artifacts or anything. I'm gonna head this way because it looks like there's an old road that way. See if there's anything out there. All right, so the road kind of ends here. Looks like maybe a bunch of brush was cleared and dumped here. There's some wire. I don't see anything else. It's weird why people would dump brush unless they're burying the road or something. They may have cut some brush down to make that animal corral back in the day, I'm guessing, I don't know. But the animal corral is clearly very old. It's coming a little farther over here where this road kind of leads. Let's see if there's anything over here. Because roads are typically made for a reason. And I can't tell if this is a road or not. Kind of going the wrong direction where the truck is, but that's fine. Not a big deal because it's not far from here. And since this hike is going to be cut short, we've got time to spare. But this is exploration, just walking and seeing what you find. Looking for clearings and things off in the distance. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna check GPS, see where I am. Okay, the truck is actually that way, but I'm gonna go this way because it looks like this may have been an old road at one time, so I just want to see if there's anything out here. And we'll double back if we have to. Definitely animal tracks. Can't tell if it's people tracks, I don't think it is. Not expecting to see a big structure up here or something, but I mean, you just never know. Until you find things, you follow these old roads, you never know where they lead. See, it looks like two distinct tire tracks here. Well, sort of. But it's just very, very old road. And it probably loops back to Mormon Well, I'm guessing. And with just an access road to that old campsite that has been used for 50 years. I'm not seeing anything, but yeah, it definitely looks like an old road. Well, worst case scenario, we'll just have to backtrack up Mormon Well a little bit. It's entirely possible this is an old unmapped road, but I just checked GPS and it's going parallel to the main road down there, so I'm gonna need to find a way to cut over. I'm gonna go to this high spot and that's where I'll stop and find a way to cut over. Nothing here. Perfectly flat spot. I see some hoof prints, no boot prints or anything. Perfect place for a campsite. Absolutely perfect place to set up a tent. It's flat, it's smooth, and the ground's probably soft enough to drive some stakes in. So yeah, you could, this would be a great place to set up a campsite. But we're not camping, we're leaving. If I can find a way to cut across to the road, back to where I parked the truck, which at this point may require some bushwhacking, unfortunately. But that's fine. I'll just cut through this brush and head this direction out to the road. All right, just cutting through the brush. There is a can there. So even just going cross country, you never know what you're gonna run into. Unusual rock. Yeah, I mean, you just never know. So we'll keep our eyes open, see if we see anything else. But the trash, unfortunately, is something you find pretty much every corner of the globe. There's something blue. I'm not gonna pick up that little tiny piece of trash. I already got 2 party balloons in my pocket. Must be close to the road. I hear a car or motorcycle. Saw him go by. I think it's a motorcycle. There's another one. Can't tell what kind of vehicle it is. They kept on going, which is good. My truck's up here. To drive out here, you've got to be basically street legal. And the wildlife preserve is really kind of anal about that. They don't want people coming out in their 2-strokes or their side-by-sides. Street legal passenger vehicles, they say. So there's not much a side-by-side can do that my truck can't. So my truck is definitely legal out here and I can go anywhere. They just don't want these 2-stroke dirt bikes and stuff. That's why it's got to be registered and street legal. But you can even register a 2-stroke dirt bike and bring it out here as long as it's registered, I guess, and insured. We're back on the main road, obviously, and we've got to hike back to where the truck is, where we parked the truck, which should be up here somewhere. This could be it, I don't know. I see a gate here. Pretty sure this is where I parked the truck. And I sincerely hope that it's still there. I can't tell yet though. It's a turnout, but I can't tell. Jeez, there's a road in there. It's not where I parked the truck. There's a road in there. I might loop around over here. It's got to be up a little further. Pretty sure this is where I parked the truck. Yep, there's the truck. All right, folks, we made it back to the truck. Don't have to go down too far down the main road. Big loop. Oh, on the clock. 2.58 miles, hour 55 minutes, 727 foot elevation gain. It's a heck of a hike from this direction. And I know for a fact from the other direction, there may be some hiking, but it's significantly easier to get to. It's like much easier to get to. So I just need to plan a trip to go the other direction, and we will make part 2 of this video.
Do you guys really think I'm gonna give up that easy? Come on. We just left the east entrance of Mormon Well Road and we're heading up the highway here. We did not air back up. I'm still running 22 PSI, so all you guys that say I should be running 5 or 10 PSI off-road, maybe so, but this is exactly why, because I'm lipping along 55 miles an hour doing the triple nickel up the highway, because in about 10 miles is the back way where we're supposed to go on that hike. So what we're gonna do is come up here that 10 miles, we're gonna limp along 55 miles an hour, 22 PSI in these tires, and we're gonna see how far we can get in there. And at least map out. If we can drive all the way in there or close enough to it, we'll get to it. If not, I want to see how far of a hike it is for the next time. So I'm going to be impeding traffic for a while, doing less than 60 miles an hour at this 22 PSI, and we'll get there and see what's up there. Just letting cars pass as we ease up the highway, 40 to 50 miles an hour, heading up, trying not to get above the double nickel there, 55 miles an hour up the highway. And we've got about 10 miles to go to the turnoff up here. Point this to spend the time airing up and airing back down if we're going to be heading off road. So that's why I'm going to try to limp up there. All right, we just turned off the highway, limping along on 23 PSI, doing 55 in the 75 mile an hour zone. So we're coming here. I don't know what this clothing is there along the fence. I don't know. It's weird. But at any rate, so this should be the back way into the area where we were hiking into. Those mountains off in the distance may very well be the mountains we were trying to get down. We didn't have time, so we're gonna drive out here. I think I've been out here once before, I'm not sure, but at any rate, I'm gonna go as far as this road will let me go and see how close that gets us to our destination. If we can hike to today, we will, but otherwise, I just want to see how close we can drive to it to prepare for a future hike. So there are signs there saying National Wildlife Refuge. Beyond that sign, obviously, I'm not sure if this is right here. I'm assuming it is, but there are some. I saw a shooting range back there. People have been shooting, and you can't shoot in the refuge. So I'm just assuming this whole area is the refuge. All right, this is the end of the road. Let's go check it out and see what we have here. Service road, huh? No vehicles. Ain't that a bitch? Well, you can easily get a dirt bike out here. That would be the best way. It really would be. I know it says no vehicles.
Problem is, I make a video riding a dirt bike out there, I get caught, then I lose a lot of credibility with the officials out here at the wildlife preserve, and I just don't want to do that. There may have been a campsite out here. E-bike or mountain bike, maybe. A place to park the truck and just hike on out here. I know you can hike it. I've known people to do that before. So the question is, how long of a hike is it? Somewhere in those hills is where it is. Those hills beyond these ones here, that's where we just were. We're on top of those. So it's still pretty remote out here where we are. Check GPS, get back in the truck, and calculate how many miles it takes to get out there. All right, so road dead ends there. Closed to the public, unfortunately. Not sure why the wildlife preserve does that in their infinite wisdom, but at any rate, 5.36 miles to the point we're going to. 5.36 miles. That means it's almost damn near an 11-mile day. So clearly that's not going to happen right now. I do think it's shorter going the other way we did. It's just we didn't have enough time. It was really rugged, and I think we need all day for that. So I'm gonna have to come back and do that major hike when I have a full day, preferably in the springtime or when the days are longer. Since it's higher elevation, that'd be a good summertime hike. But for right now, it is what it is. Woodchuck just sent me another pin. He's tracking me, of course, of a possible road up here off to the left. So I'm gonna check that out right now. So this is the pin he just sent for that old road. It does look like it was a road at one time, but clearly it isn't anymore. And somebody put these metal poles here, which are not keep out signs, so it's probably for a game. But something like this, you never know how far till you get caught up in something, so it's probably not drivable. Well, so much for the old road. Looks like it is an old road, poor condition though. I don't see like signs that say no vehicles, so you could probably try it, but you never know how far you can go before the road just kind of becomes undrivable. So you might get yourself stuck out there, hard to say. I did see this here. So it looks like this might be the edge of the wildlife reserve. I'm not sure. But at any rate, I think that's gonna be it. So the only way to do it, looks like the best way, is the same way we came over those mountains, but we're gonna need a full day for it because there's just some rugged terrain we've got to get over. I do think it's doable. We just need more time than we had. So back up to street pressure, 39 psi. Been a long day. We head out there. We didn't accomplish what we wanted to accomplish, but we will be back out there. We're gonna have to go the other way. It's gonna be shorter than this way, but we gave it a shot, huh? That's it for this adventure, folks. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Until the next time, see you in the next adventure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the videos, please subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified when I post a new one. All of my videos are unscripted as they happen. I can't promise they'll be exciting, but I can promise they'll be 100% real. My name is Steve from Las Vegas, and these are my adventures. I am the damn desert janitor.